Good. What's good? What's good? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm gonna try to keep it down because people still sleep. I know I get excited when I talk about this stuff, so I'm gonna do my best to keep my voice at a decent volume. I'm also gonna put this phone on the charger so that it won't die on us. Yesterday we were having a real good talk about willpower. If you missed the replay, if you missed it, you got to get them replays, man. A lot of people don't know how to use willpower. They think that you use willpower to control the body. You don't use willpower to control the body. You use willpower to control the mind. And you allow the mind to control the body. What's going on, Wave? What's going on next chapter? What's up, Topher? What's up, Pamper, man? Y'all get on in here. Tap the live. Share the live. And we finna run it up. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Coach Jay. I coach bosses. Go ahead and hit that follow button, man. I teach people how to work their mind. Everybody is a boss. Everybody is a leader. Everybody is a creator. But things get shaky when you don't know how to use your mind. And not the dope thing, one of the craziest things about the mind is that it doesn't come with an instruction manual. My background is in clinical hypnosis, biofeedback, NLP, and I'm really into human behavior. I'm really into how two people can grow up in the same house. One could go on to be wildly successful and one could go on to be quote unquote unsuccessful. But in this room we talk about how to think. In this room I teach people you could be doing have anything that you desire as humans. If you can hold it in your head, you'll start to move towards it on accident. That's just how we wire. Where attention goes, energy flows. When you watch a funny movie, you ain't gotta try to laugh. Just watch the movie. You watch a sad movie, you don't got to try to get sad. You're going to respond to what you put your attention on. And the mistake that we see so many people making is they pay attention to what they don't want. It's like they can't take their attention off of you. They're like a dog with I don't like this, and here's why I don't like it. And I would like to have that, but I can't have it because of this thing that I don't like, that I won't quit paying attention to. And because I won't quit paying attention to it, all my ideas are influenced by this. Because I won't stop paying attention to it, all I can think about is this. So I'm sitting in the energy of this. And now you're not a vibrational match for this thing that you really, 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 really want. And people do themselves a major disservice when they don't know how to take control of the mind. And this is why we talk a lot about meditation. Because sometimes it's easier to think no thought than a positive thought. But the way you're wired as humans, you don't even got to think positive. Like, wait, I ain't got to think positive? No, you ain't even got to think positive. If we could just get you to stop thinking negative, you'll accidentally start moving in a positive direction. Growth is a natural human phenomenon. Like, it's supposed to happen. You are supposed to be growing. Only thing that we got to learn how to do is that thing that we do that make us feel bad. Because when you feel bad, you ain't got no choice but to think bad. Bad thoughts give birth to bad feelings, to give birth to bad thoughts, to give birth to bad feelings, and it just creates this cycle. And one thing I always say, if it work in that direction, man, you better believe it work in that direction as well. Good thoughts give birth to good feelings, they give birth to good thoughts, they give birth to good feelings, they give birth to good energy. But we gotta start thinking on purpose. We gotta stop letting ideas just hop up in our mind and thinking just because in our mind it's true. And you got to stop letting things control you just because, quote unquote, they're true. I hear it so many times. Well, it's true. It's the truth. Guess what? It's going to keep being your truth if you keep focusing on it. Now, if you like that truth, keep focusing on it. But if you want a different truth, it's time to focus on a different truth. Thoughts are things. Look around. Thoughts are things. Everything around you was a thought before it was a thing. You were a thought before you were a desire. Your dad saw your mom, and you started out as a desire. You started out as an energy. Nothing exists from out there. Everything is built from the inside out. Nothing is built from the outside in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start the live off right. We're gonna start tapping the screen. We're gonna start sharing the live. TikTok really judged the live by how it go in the first 10 minutes rather than not as dope content. I know the content that we're doing here is dope. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Coach Jay, man. I coach bosses. And I coach through what I call the 5C method. And I firmly believe if you master these 5Cs, you don't even got to master these 5Cs. If you do your best to apply these 5Cs to your life, you start winning on accident. What's going on, fam? Guys, hear me when I say this. You could be, do, and have anything you desire. Let's get to the board. Let's start going. See, races. This is some stuff we was thinking about yesterday. This is some stuff we was working out yesterday. And man, if you missed the live yesterday, you missed a good one. You missed a good one. Grand Rising. How you doing? How you doing? Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. All right, let's see if these got some juice. I'm finna try to keep it down because people still sleep at 6 a.m. So I'm gonna put these on so I ain't gotta. When I'm away from the phone. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Y'all can hear me all right? Y'all can hear me all right? All right, guys. So check this out. Let's make a deal early on. If I'm talking, you tap it. I love talking to live audiences. I love the just the energy of live audiences. That's why we doing a live stream and not a podcast. Podcasting is cool, but I love the energy of being able to talk to people in the room as we going. So if you got a question, you ain't gotta put it in the comments on the podcast. I'm right here. If something didn't make sense or you disagree with something, you ain't gotta put it in the comments on the YouTube channel. I'm right here. Now, if you want the replay, you can go to the YouTube channel, but why settle for the YouTube channel when we can build right here together? So I want us to start today's conversation with this. All right, now keep in mind, I'm a hypnotist, I'm an NLP practitioner, I'm a dad, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a lot of things, but I'm not an artist, okay? All right, so what is this, guys? Can y'all even see it? Let's come this way a little bit. What is that? Okay, that's what it appears to be, bingo. But let me ask you that. What is the difference between this and this? Because this is what I want. This is my goal for the people who come to these lives daily. Ooh, boom. You him for real, man. The only difference between this and this is time. Time. Now let's talk. Let's take this a little bit deeper. What's the difference between this? We ain't gonna put you down there. We're gonna put you over here in this. What's the difference between this and this? Oh man, this gonna be good. I can tell already. I can tell already. And that's why I like live streams. Because a minute ago, I had no idea where we was finna start. Acorn popped in my head. I was like, boom, let's go. All right, now I know we finna have fun. I know we finna build. I need y'all tapping so we can get as many. Hold on, quick. Let's share the live. Let's share the live. Give me a moment. Let's share this because we finna take off. Give me just a minute. Yeah, we invite you. We invite you. Bro, I'm finna invite so many people here. I done messed around and invited my other page. I'm coming too. Yeah, we finna take off. May y'all take a moment, share the live out to 2 or 3 people that you think would enjoy what we're about to get into. Yeah, take a few moments and share the live because this is gonna be delicious. I can smell it already. Yeah, I can smell it already, boy. Let me see. Push this out. Push this out. Oh, I invited my homeboy here. Yeah, boy, get in here. You need this. We finna cook. I'm excited to see where we land. I don't even know where we going. I'm excited to find out though. I'm excited to find out. Okay, so boom. All right. So the difference, one of the differences between this is this right here. It ain't got no choice in the matter. It's either gonna remain an acorn or become this. That's the only two options. This don't got the ability to think negatively or positively. This is an acorn. God designed it to become an oak tree and he didn't give it free will. This can only become this. It don't got the option of focusing on negative or positive. It don't got the option of becoming an apple tree. It don't got the option of becoming an orange tree. But you, my friend, you, my friend, you got the option. Let's get another marker. This one ain't right the way I want it to write. You, my friend, you got the option of focusing over here, of focusing over there, of focusing somewhere in the middle. You, my friend, have free will. You are so powerful. You are so limitless that you can choose bondage. Now you got to think, if God put this inside of this, just imagine what he put inside of this. If this big old tree can fit inside of this little old seed, and here go where it get real dope. So this little old acorn gonna produce this big old tree, and this big old tree gonna start producing hundreds of thousands of these. Like, you, you see what I'm saying? There's one acorn because it don't got the power to think negatively or positively. It's either gonna plant itself, it's either gonna get planted, or it's gonna remain this. But if it gonna become anything, it's gonna become this. But if it don't get planted, if you don't put this in the ground, you can sit this on your counter and it's not gonna become this. You could keep this, you can see this in your driveway, but unless it end up in the ground, it's not gonna become this. The thing we gotta understand is even once it go in the ground, it's gonna start to grow this way before it starts to grow this way. But guess what the difference is? Once this is in the ground, it can't dig itself up. You, my friend, can be planted in an idea. Okay, let's say this is you. You become aware of some stuff you don't like. I don't like that. But then you ask what I call the magic question. You ask yourself, well, what would I rather have? And you start focusing on this and you plant this. So you put this in the ground. Now, when I say putting it in the ground, I mean you take your trust out of the 3D world and you plant it. You go inside and you start watering this vision. Now, what's happening is it's starting to get rooted, and it's literally getting rooted. It's building new neural pathways in your mind. Your subconscious mind is becoming familiar to it. The subconscious mind moves closer to things that are familiar, and it runs from things that are unfamiliar. So when you plan it, what you do is you start altering your neurology. But what a lot of humans do is they exercise one of the choices they got that this acorn don't have. This acorn cannot unplant itself. But humans can go, man, it's taking too long. This not working. And I don't like this. I don't like this problem that I got. So humans got a tendency to unplant this and dig it up and put down the thing that they don't want. Then they call me and they say things like, bro, I don't got confidence. So you got confidence. It's just pointed at your failure. You always confident in something. But right now, you more confident in this thing that you don't want than this thing that you do want. And you plant whatever you're confident in. Makes sense? So it was working when you had this thing that you wanted down here planted. It was working, but it got to change your insides before it change your outside. But if you dig it up while it's changing your insides, then you never get to experience it on the outside. So today we want to talk about some tools. We want to talk about some strategies. We want to talk about the science. We're gonna see where we go. But we want to talk about how do I stay focused on what I want? Because you could be doing have anything you desire. Your only limit in life is your own imagination. If you could think it, you could do it. If you can't think it, you can't do it. Think about it. Before you can feel anxiety, you got to think anxious thoughts. Before you can feel depression, before you can express depression, you got to think in a depression manner. Your thoughts and your feelings play in this never ending cycle. So your thoughts give birth to feelings. They give birth to thoughts. They give birth to feelings. And they play in this never ending cycle. And as this cycle goes on and on and on and on, eventually it spits out an action. But you got to know that the action is going to be in alignment with the energy of thoughts and feelings you've been passing back and forth. So what we got to do is stop thinking and feeling on purpose. We got to get in the habit of telling our thoughts what to think and telling our feelings what to feel. I'm gonna say that again. We got to get in the habit of telling our thoughts what to think and telling our feelings what to feel. Hear me when I say this. You are not an accident. Let's see how quickly we can get this thing up to 5,000 likes, guys. You are not an accident. You had a purpose before you had a name. God is not a messy creator. It don't say in the beginning it was black void and without form, and God said, "Let there be Adam." First thing God created was light, but He didn't create the sun till like day 3 or 4. So what is this light that He created? He put His attention on it. It was darkness. He put His attention on what was going on. I don't like that. I'd rather have this. He didn't get wrapped up in what He didn't like. He went, "It's dark. Okay, let there be light." Okay. And then He noticed it was good. Then He moved on to the next step. Like it opened up teaching you how to create. It opens up teaching you. You got to learn how to look at darkness and not get trapped in by the darkness. You got to learn how to add like you couldn't fix it by complaining about how dark it was. The only way to fix it was to add like. But let's get back to the original point I was trying to make. He didn't create Adam in the darkness. By the time God created Adam, He had a place for Adam to exist. He had a job for Adam to do. He had a purpose for Adam to fulfill. Hey, Adam, glad you're here, bro. See all them things over there? I need you to name those. You can eat all of this stuff. Don't touch that tree, but all this other stuff, have at it, man. He had something for Adam to do before he created Adam. And God is not a messy, sloppy creator. Please believe he created you in that same manner. He didn't say, "Man, I'm gonna create this dude named Jay. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him yet, but we'll figure it out later." He say, "No, I need another motivator. I need another inspirer. I need another person down here who can hype people up. I need another person who just go nerd out on this whole mind thing and really crack the code on how the mind works and show as many other people as he can how it works." Yeah, I'm a creator. Dude, he created my purpose, then he created me. And let me tell you something crazy. I was walking in my purpose unconsciously before I was walking in my purpose consciously. My first job was at Geek Squad. I used to fix computers at Geek Squad. I would literally have people hanging out at the counter as I'm looking at their computer. And we talking about their life, we motivating them, we inspiring them. Keep in mind, I'm 17 years old. I got people at the counter 30 and 40, and we talking about life. I'm motivating people. I'm speaking life into people. Then I stopped working at Geek Squad and I went into the military. It's times I'm the lowest ranking person in the room. I'm the one like, man, morale is low in here. I'm finna tell a joke. We got to get the move right. This gonna be a long day if we going through the day like this. I'm the one we're in a tight situation. Like guys, we gotta start laughing. Cause just chemically speaking, if we just can start laughing, this day ain't got no choice but to start going better. The chemicals that it's going that I was doing this before I was getting paid to do this. And then I started asking the magic question. You gotta realize those desires that come from the inside will lead you to your purpose. The purpose is in there. Now a lot of times, like when people call me and go, "Hey man, I'm procrastinating. Can you help me stop procrastinating?" I already know what's going on. People only procrastinate for one or of two reasons. The first reason people procrastinate is because they don't want it. TikTok told them they want it. Marketers then hypnotized the hell out of them and told this is what you should want. If you're a man of this color, of this race, of this demographic, you should have this thing. And they've used the law of repetition. They've used the law of association. They've used all of these things that we do. I love watching commercials as a hypnotist. It's so fun. I'm like, oh wow, yeah, that's what we doing. Like it's so funny seeing The hypnosis that happens right in front of people. People find out I'm a hypnotist and go, "Don't hypnotize me." I go, "Baby, don't worry, I'm expensive." You think I'm just gonna go around hypnotizing you for free? You don't know me. But they will watch commercials that are designed to hypnotize them. They will listen to music that are designed to hypnotize them. They like it is crazy. But we got to start hypnotizing ourselves on purpose, guys. We got to start thinking on purpose. We got to start hypnotizing ourselves on purpose, and we got to start creating an image of what we want. The mind moves towards images and pictures and sounds. Like, think about it. When you think, you're literally thinking in images. You're literally thinking in feelings. You're literally thinking in pictures. But you got to start picking the pictures on purpose. The example that I use this example every day. If we turn on the TV and we put a sad movie on this TV, do you got to try to feel sad or do you just got to pay attention to the TV? If you turn on a funny movie, now it got to be funny to you. Like Will Ferrell and like slapstick comedy, like that's not funny to me. But some Dave Chappelle, some old Richard Pryor, like some of those old Martin Lawrence tapes. If I put my attention on that, I don't care if I'm mad. If I put my attention on that, I'm going to laugh. I ain't got to try to laugh. I ain't got to want to laugh. But if I just put my attention on it, my body is going to respond to what I pay attention to. But what most people do is they notice something that they don't like. I don't like my job. They don't pay me enough. They don't treat me right. They overwork me and underpay me. My coworkers suck. It's lame. They made me work on my birthday. I hate this job. I can't stand this job. They fill their TV up with what they don't like. And as they watch this TV, they try to feel different. It's like trying to watch a sad movie and feel good. That's not how you are designed to work. And a lot of times when people talk about positive thinking and manifesting and stuff like this, it sounds like what they're saying is you should be able to focus on this thing that you don't like and do an affirmation and feel good anyway. That's not how we work as humans. You're not ever. And if you can, it's things in the DSM five that describe you. If you can look at something you don't like and feel good, we got names for that type of stuff. You're not designed to think about a job that you don't like and think about relationships that you don't like and think about circumstances that you do like and perform good. That's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. And we've been misinformed. We've been misled to think that I gotta fix the problem before I can have what I want. I gotta wrestle the unwanted down to the ground before I can have something different. And what you run into is what we call the law of reverse action. The law of reverse action states the harder you try, the harder you fail. If you go deep down on my YouTube channel, back when I was doing a lot of entertainment hypnosis, you'll see me do things like glue people's eyes together. You'll see me do things like lay people on the ground and tell them, try to get up. Notice that you can't. You stuck. I don't care how hard you try to get up, you can't get up. I was using, well, it was a lot of things going on, but one of the primary tools I was leaning on in those moments is what we call the law of reverse action. The subconscious mind knows that the word try implies failure. If I say, hey, I'm moving on Saturday, bro, you think you'd better help me out? If I'm say, man, I'm gonna try. I gotta talk to the wife and see. He not coming. He not coming. I better go find me some more help. At my age, I'm gonna call some movers. I'm done. I ain't never moving, nothing else. We call it movers every time. Or imagine this. Imagine if you pay me for a session. You pay me for a session. You just came up $500 to do a session with me, and I try to show up. You see me online, you're like, hey, bro, we're supposed to meet on Thursday. What happened? Oh man, I tried, man. Traffic was a mess. Then my kid got sick. I tried, man. You go like, well, you better give me my money back. And then imagine they say, I'm gonna try to give you your money back. You gonna have a problem with that, right? Why are you trying to lose weight then? Why are you trying to quit smoking? Why are you trying? I'm trying to start it a little bit, and then we gonna see how it go. I can tell you how it's gonna go. I can tell about like language is so telling. Language give away so much of it. But I would also use this thing called the law of reverse action. You got the law of reverse effort and the law of reverse action. And the law of reverse action is like I would do something like I say, hey, take a deep breath in. That's right. Now as you exhale, allow those eyes to close. Good, good, good. You're doing good. Now with those eyes closed, I want you to listen to my voice. And as you listen to my voice, I want you to use your imagination. You got a good imagination. Most people go, yeah, I got a good imagination. I know I can see it. I can tell. I can tell. I can tell. Now use that good imagination. I want you to imagine every word that I say, you can feel your eyelids getting heavier and heavier. I'm giving y'all the recipe. People do this in commercials too. The heavier those eyelids get, the better you feel. Nod your head when you feel that. What the hell is that? I don't know, but you'll know it when you feel it. Nod your head when you feel that. You feel those eyelids get heavy. That's okay. That's it. Now, as you feel that, I want you to think about the people. Think about the people you love. You got children. Yeah. How many? Three. I want you to think about your favorite one. I know you don't supposed to have a favorite one, but you got a favorite one. The first one that come to your mind, just keep thinking about that. That's it. Now, as you think about your favorite child, I want you to hear their voice, see their faces. I want you to feel the feelings that you feel for this child. I want you to feel those eyelids get heavier and heavier, heavier and heavier. That's it, heavier, so heavy that you couldn't open them even if you wanted to. What would that feel like? 10 times heavier, 20 times heavier. Take a deep breath in. I said, and as you exhale, just imagine those eyelids just got a million times heavier. Those eyelids are like stage curtains. That's it. Those eyelids are like cinder blocks. I want you to imagine each one of those eyelids weigh 1,000 pounds a piece. Feel that happening now. And as you feel that, try to unstick those eyelids and notice that you can't because they so heavy. They so heavy. Now pay attention to what I did. I had something that I wanted to happen. So I spent about a whole 2 minutes adding details to this thing that I wanted to happen. One of my mentors, Freddie Jacquin, he said hypnosis is the art of creating an emotion and giving a suggestion. Creating an emotion and giving a suggestion. So what I did is I started creating emotions and giving suggestions around the behavior that I wanted to happen. Yo, for those of you who tuning in, you're gonna have to catch the replay because we didn't dive in. But you gonna catch up. Just stick with us. But I put a lot of detail. I put a lot of information around what I wanted to happen. Then I skimmed past what I didn't want to happen. It came right back to what I wanted to happen. So I was telling you the eyelids getting heavy, heavier and heavier and heavier. Think about your children. Think about your mom. Think about your grandmother. Think about the people you love. Hear their voices, see their faces, and feel those eyelids getting heavier and heavier, heavier and heavier. I did that for about a whole 2 minutes. Then I said, try to unstick them and notice that you can't because they so heavy. They so heavy. So I put all the energy and all the effort into the outcome that I wanted. I spent like a split second on the thing that I didn't want to happen and went right back to the thing that I wanted to happen. So the subconscious mind, the part of you that's making your heart, your lungs, your kidney, that part of you, I gave it all of this detail, all of this sensory information. I described the hell out of what I wanted to happen. Then I grazed right by what I didn't want to happen. It came right back to what I wanted to happen. So it had all of this information about the eyes being stuck, and it had not even a full sentence about the eyes opening. Then we went right back to adding on about the eyes being stuck. So what happened? The eyes stuck because that's where most of the energy was placed. That's where most of the emphasis was placed. This is what people do in life, though. Watch this. I got this situation that I don't like, and I would like to have this other thing over here. But this situation, man, it's so scary. And the reason I do this is because I didn't get the attention I needed as a kid. You see, I was a middle child, and my dad worked all the time. My mom was always so busy taking care of my little sister. My older sister was moving out of the house, and we used to be cool, but then she moved right out of the house as I was really needing her. That wasn't fair to me. And ever since I've been about 12 years old, I've just been a shy person, and that's really getting in the way. And that's the whole reason that I have this problem. And nobody understands me, and nobody gets me. I want this thing over here, but because of my past, I can't have it. And the reason I can't have it is because nothing works for me. You see, I tried therapy, but all we did is talked about this. And so you see what's going on here? All the detail, all the energy, all the emphasis is going over here. And every once in a while, you'll add a plus sign over here. It don't take a rocket scientist to realize that you're going to gravitate over here. Then when you try to go over here, you use willpower to try to go over here. But willpower is finite. Willpower is based largely on how much protein you got in your body, how much sleep you got the previous night, and you're going to run out of it. Like when I'm mentoring people, especially like relationship wise, I always tell them, hey, bro, you don't use willpower to behave. You use you use willpower to not put yourself in a situation in the first place. Like it's a lot easier to not do to act right from your couch than it is to act right at Magic City. You use willpower to just not go to certain places. You use willpower. It's be like, nah, man, that sounds fun, but I think yeah. Like, cause once we get in a situation and all these associations going on over here, I'm thinking this stuff, but I could taste, touch, feel, hear, and see this stuff. That what you could taste, touch, feel, hear, and see most of the time is going to be a lot more influential than that vague, and especially if it's a new thought, especially if it's not a desire you've practiced. Okay, so is this making sense? The reason you keep moving this way is because that's where all the energy is going. Where attention goes, energy flows. And you don't use willpower to force the body over here. You use willpower to discipline your thinking. That's what we talked about in detail yesterday. Before I end the live, I'm gonna tell y'all where to get the replays from. Don't let me forget. I gotta let y'all know where to get the TikTok live replays from. What's going on, Coach Strategy? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So anybody who hasn't hit that follow button, you should. I go live every morning, 6 a.m. around 6 a.m. 6:05, 6:07. But around 6 a.m. we be live. But let's talk about the 5C method because the 5C method, I don't believe in just giving you guys some problems without giving you a solution. I'm gonna give you a solution that I built called the 5C method. The 5C method is what I teach to professional athletes. It's what I teach to high performers. It's what I teach to entrepreneurs. Now, I discovered the 5C method because I got jealous of my clients. About 10 years ago, I just started noticing that my clients were winning and they were winning big. I had people on my client list who came in as thousandaires and left as millionaires. I had people on my client list who had lost over 100 pounds. I had people on my client list who had been smoking for 50 or 60 years, and in one or two sessions, they were no longer smoking. And I was going, man, I'm helping other people create all of this change. My life going decent, my business going decent, but with the information I have, it should be going better. So yeah, I said, you know what? What I'm gonna start doing is every Wednesday at 10 a.m. I'm gonna start working on me. I'm gonna put me on my calendar just like I put my clients on my calendar. But as I was doing that, I ran into a problem. I didn't know how to turn my process inward. And you guys tap the screen for me. I knew how to turn my process outward, but I didn't know how to turn my process inward. So what I started doing is I started recording my sessions. And I would listen back to every day on my drive home from the office. I would listen to my sessions back. And I made it home. I just sit into the garage and listen to my sessions. I started noticing there was five things that I did in every session, always in the same order, always in the same order. And I didn't move to the second thing until the first thing was completed. I didn't move to the third thing until the second thing was completed, and so forth. I realized it was five things that I did in every session, always in the same order. And this first step, sometimes I would even get slightly rude, borderline disrespectful about it. First step was clarity. Clarity. First thing that I will always realize in sessions is you can't get what you want until you know what you want. This person doesn't have any clarity about what they want. They know what they don't want, but when it comes to what they would rather have, they have zero clarity. What's going on, niche? So I realized every session, this is where I was starting. Clarity. What do you want? Well, man, I just can't keep living like I didn't ask you what you couldn't keep doing. I said, what do you want? Well, my doctor said, sorry, sir, I don't care what your doctor said. What do you want? If your doctor saying something was gonna have an effect on you, you wouldn't be in my office. So that didn't work. What do you want? Well, my wife said, hey, respectfully, I don't care what your wife said. What do you want? I would be really cutthroat about getting this clarity. And the reason I would be so cutthroat about getting the clarity because I know I can't help you get what you want until we know what you want. And knowing what you don't want is not the same thing as knowing what you would rather have. Not wanting to lose is not the same thing as wanting to win. Not wanting to be poor is not the same thing as wanting to be rich. It sounds the same on the surface, but as we start to dig, you're gonna realize when you're under the influence of not wanting to be poor, you're still thinking about poor. When you're under the influence of not wanting to lose, you're still focused on losing. Now you're saying I don't want losing, but you got a law of attraction. There's no law of I don't want that. There is no law of I decline. There is a law of attraction. So you got to realize when you say I want this thing really, 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 really bad, and when you say I don't want this thing really, 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 really bad, energetically speaking, they mean the same. You can't say I don't want this cancer in my body. I don't want this cancer spreading through my body because the subconscious mind doesn't negate information. So instead of saying, I don't want cancer in my body, you got to tell yourself, I want my cells functioning as they were designed to function. You remember that little cartoon, Osmosis Jones? I want him in my body, getting my antibodies moving correctly because I am healthy. That's why the Bible say the truth will set you free. The truth is in alignment with the desire. But when you over here focused on the lie, you stand in bondage. So you got to get in the habit of getting clear about what you want. Your clarity shouldn't be in what you don't want. And that's usually where people have all the clarity. They got the clarity, they got the backstory, they got the details, they know why it happens. They get on the phone and talk about why it happens all day long. So they got clarity, but they got clarity in the failure. I need you to get clarity in your success. So that's why the first C is clarity. Tracking. I need you guys tapping the screen. Tap the screen, share the live. So once we get clarity, we move to the second C, calibration. Calibration is the second C. Once I get clarity, once I know what I want, I got to get calibrated to it. I got to get under the influence of it. How do I get under the influence of it? By simply paying attention to it. Think about it. When you watch that sad movie, you ain't got to try to get, you ain't gonna be like, okay, it's time for me to cry. Just watch the movie. When you calibrate to that funny movie, you ain't got to be like, ha 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 ha. Hey, it's time to laugh. Just calibrate to the movie. If it's a person in your life who you like, man, they so attractive. Man, that person look good. You ain't gotta try to get aroused. Just calibrate to the stuff that you like about that person, and your body is going to respond according to what you calibrate to. You want to get motivated. You want to get inspired. You want to start doing more, having more, being more. You ain't got to use willpower. Put yourself in an environment where those are the conversations being had. Put yourself in an environment where people are moving and people are progressing and they're excited about it. Put yourself in an environment where the conversation is progressive, where the conversation is expanding, where other entrepreneurs are, where other people who are turning their thoughts into things are. If you need a community like such, we got one. I'll tell y'all about all that stuff toward the end. But your where attention goes, energy flows. So you get clear about what you want and you calibrate to it by paying attention to it. You can calibrate through affirmations, but let me tell you something. I think I actually named this room Doing Affirmations is Stupid or Dumb or something like that. The reason I say that is because you can't just do the affirmation. You gotta become the affirmation. That's what calibration is about. Becoming the affirmation. Like when it comes to affirmations, one of my favorite people to study is Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali didn't do affirmations. He became affirmations. Y'all be doing affirmations and wondering why they not working. Muhammad Ali didn't go, I am fast. I am a great boxer. I am a good fighter. No, Muhammad Ali said, I'm pretty. I'm 25 years old and ain't a scratch on my face. I'm fast. I'm lightning fast. I'm so fast, in fact, last night I turned off the light and I was in bed before the room was even dark. I flow like a butterfly. I sting like a bee. The hands can't touch what the eyes can't see. You see how he's like embodying the affirmation. He's not doing the affirmation. He's putting on the affirmation the same way you put on the shirt. Like a lot of times people will do the affirmation. They'll get in the mirror in the bathroom in the morning. I am peace. I am love. I am joy. But then they get in traffic and be frustrated. They get to work and be annoyed. So you did the affirmation, but you left the affirmation in the bathroom. Now you wake up in the morning, you gotta go. I am confident. I walk in any room with my shoulders back, my chest out, and my head up, because God built me like that. I'm him. I'm him in the flesh. But I'm not gonna leave the affirmation in my bedroom in front of my full body mirror, I'm gonna bring the affirmation with me on the live. You're gonna be able to look at me and be, oh, that boy did some confidence affirmations this morning. He definitely did. But I didn't do the affirmation, I became the affirmation. But before you can get affirmations to actually work, you still gotta have this piece. You gotta get clarity in your success, not in your failure. Most people have like it's so funny when people go, man, I don't got faith. I don't got confidence. Oh, you got faith, you got confidence. Right now, it's just pointed at your failure. And I'm gonna tell you something. The faith follows the clarity. The faith follows the details. And let's bring back that graphic we were using earlier. If this is you and you got this situation that you don't like over here, and you got the situation that you would rather have over here, but you putting all the emphasis over here. You on the phone talking about this. You on TikTok watching videos about this. You on Facebook joining support groups and talking to other people about this because they get you and they understand you. You mad at the people who won't come sit in the the quicksand with you. They don't care. They not good friends. They not supportive. You putting all the details over here. You putting all the clarity over here. This is vague, but your body follows the details. If you got, let's say, you got two people after your attention, ladies. Let's say you got two people after your attention. One guy, he go, yo, I want to take you out Friday. I want to pick you up at 8. Can you do me a favor? Can you wear some, sexy? Can you dress up a bit? But can you also bring like a sweatsuit and some tennis shoes or something? I got this other little place I want to take you to. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a vibe, I promise. Then you got this other guy like, yo, can we hang out Friday? Which one of these people you gonna be the more willing to go with? The one that got some like I need to bring some sexy and I need to bring some what you got going on? Or you gonna go hang out with Mister? Hey, can we hang out Friday? Can I see you? Yes, exactly. And you didn't have to try to want to go there more. You are wired to want to go there more. It's the same way. But if you got all the details and what you don't want, and and I see it all the time, I go, well, man, tell me how can I help? Well, man, I can't keep living like this. I'm overweight. I'm drinking. I'm smoking way more than I should be. I'm not progressing in my career. My marriage is a mess. And I let them go, let them get off the chest. I say, okay, cool, cool, cool. What do you want? I just want to be happy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You just spent 20 minutes. I had to stop you. I had to cut you off from telling me what you didn't want. But when I say, well, what would you want to have? Well, I just want to be happy. No wonder you stuck over here. All your clarity is over here. So the crazy thing about the 5C method is you running it already. But if your life don't look the way you want it to look, I know you're running it in the opposite direction. You running the race, you just turn backwards running the race. Like you scoring buckets. You in the basketball game, you scoring buckets. You just putting them in, you just throwing them in the wrong end. You scoring touchdowns, but they touchbacks because you on the wrong side of the field. But calibration is all about getting the detail. Oh, I mean, clarity is all about going. I want to be healthy. I want to be fit. I want stamina. I want endurance. I want to live a long life. I want to be in charge of my life. I want to run my own company. I want to be a good example for my son. I want to put my marriage back together. Like clarity is about filling in the details about what you want. And if you get enough detail about what you want, the second C is about calibrating to the details. Because most people spend their time calibrated to this, but you got to realize that bad thoughts give birth to bad feelings that give birth to bad thoughts that give birth to bad feelings that eventually give birth to bad ideas that sound good because align with you vibrationally. When you in a bad mood, bad ideas sound like good ideas. When you in a negative vibration, negative ideas sound like good. Like think about it. When you angry, when you mad, it's very easy. Somebody's comments got filtered. I don't know what you said. They didn't like it. But when you in a bad mood, when you feel negative, it's very easy to curse people out and put them back in their place and get things right. But when you feel better, you go, I did not have to. Why did I say now I gotta go apologize to this person? But when you were in alignment with the bad energy, when you were thinking angry thoughts that were producing angry feelings, that were producing angry thoughts, that were producing, it was very much in your nature to go, look here, stupid B. It was very much in your nature because of how you were thinking and feeling. But the instant you start thinking and feeling different, you go, Jay, you really be wild sometimes. Why did you say that today, girl? Now you got now you gotta go apologize. Why did you hit that man? But when you were thinking and feeling that way, when you were calibrated to those thoughts and feelings, that behavior flew through you. It wasn't that you had to try to do, it was in your nature to do it. But what if we can get you calibrated to being successful? What if we can get you calibrated to thinking like, man, I'm the type of person that's good at figuring things out. I'm not scared of no problem. What is a problem? A problem is just feedback. People give it this negative connotation, but failure is nothing but feedback. What if we got you calibrated to what you want? You would start to move towards it on accident, right? If you are calibrated to having a fear of spiders, when you see a spider, you ain't got to try to get scared. If you are calibrated to having a fear of heights, you ain't got to try to get nervous when you get up too high. Like I've had people come to my office with a fear of heights. And I just started asking. I said, so what if you walk up like three stairs? Would you get scared? Would you get nervous? They go, no, three stairs, I could do three. I go six. They go, no, I can handle six stairs. I go, say, how do you know when it's time to get nervous? How do you know when it's time to get scared? I had one guy, he stood up. He said, pretty much anything taller than me. He got a fixed point in his head to go, he's calibrated to, hey, anything above here, it's time to get nervous. He's calibrated not to what's going on out there. He's not calibrated to the airplane. He's not calibrated to the roller coaster. He's calibrated to this thing in his head. Anything taller than me, that's too high. Where did you learn that at? At what point did you decide that? Oh, okay, cool, cool. Clearly, you didn't decide it at six, or did you? And it just grows with you. But he's not responding to reality. He's responding to his internal dialogue around reality, and that's what he's calibrated to. So how do we fix it? We give him a new story, get him calibrated to that story. Sounds simple, don't it? It is. But let's get this out of the way. So calibration is the second step in the 5C process. Now, when you calibrate properly, you'll spill into the third C, which is confidence. Confidence is funny because step three is actually getting really good at step two. Confidence is when you so calibrated that things out there don't shake you out of your calibration. And even if you do find yourself uncalibrated, you know how to get back there quickly. Confidence is when you used to having rooms and you used to presenting to hundreds of people at a time, but today it's only 14. But you don't get upset and end the lie because you're not calibrated to that number. I'm calibrated to the fact that I'm a dope speaker. I'm calibrated to the fact that I'm a dope teacher. I'm calibrated to the fact that I can be, do, and have anything I desire. So I don't care if it's 14 people in here or 14,000 in here. This is how I'm going to show up because I don't calibrate to the number. I calibrate to my clarity. Does that make sense? Now, when you don't got a goal to calibrate to, you end up calibrating. You just end up responding to what's in front of you. But when you got a goal that you calibrated to, it don't matter what they say on CNN. Have all the recessions you want. I'm calibrated to making $25,000 a month. You can have all the pandemics you want. I'm calibrated to every cell in my body behaving as it should. My mom can go, Jay, that's a dumb idea. You gonna do what? Mom, I love you, but I'm not calibrated to you. Wife, I love you, but I'm not calibrated to you. Friend group, I love you, but I'm not calibrated to you. So when it's time to do that unpopular thing, thank God I'm not calibrated to society. When it's time to do this thing that I really desire to do, when it's time to carry out this truth that God put in me and other people can't see it, hey, bro, I love you. You like a brother to me, but I'm not calibrated to you. I'm calibrated to my clarity. But when you don't got clarity, you tend to calibrate to what society is doing. When you don't got goals of your own, I threw the marker, you tend to calibrate to what everybody else is doing. You owe it to yourself to get clear about what it is that you want so you can get calibrated to it. I want you to get so calibrated to it that it spills into this third C, confidence. That's how I help smokers become non-smokers. They come in calibrated to, man, I smoke 25 cigarettes a day. I know when I wake up, I need $13.89. That's my cigarette budget for the day. I know that when I come off of I-20 and I take that exit, it's Exxon right there. That's where I buy my cigarettes at. Marlboros, no, 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 no. Newport 100. Newport 100. I mean, I've been smoking these since I was 17, man. Like they are calibrated to this. I am a smoker. I am a smoker. And I say things like, man, what's the longest you go without a cigarette? I mean, I can't go longer than 25, 20 minutes without a cigarette. I said, man, that's funny. We've been in here for 40 minutes. Interesting. You ever travel? Oh, yeah, I travel all the time for it. What you do when you can't smoke on the airplane? Man, I really just don't even think about it. I zone out. But as soon as I get to the airport, I have one. As soon as I get somewhere where I can have one, I have one. Okay, so you go 4 or 5 hours without one. And then, but as soon as you can have one, you have one. But when you can't have one, you just can't have one. Interesting. Okay. Okay. How many hours a night do you sleep? Man, it depends on the night. Anywhere between 5 and 9, just depending on how early I get in bed. Okay. Do you wake up in the middle of the night to smoke? If I wake up to pee, I might have one, but I don't wake up just to smoke. Okay, so you can sleep 8 hours without. Interesting. What I'm slowly doing is starting to build clarity around the idea. Man, you already going several hours without cigarettes at multiple times in your life, and it's not killing you. I'm just raising the awareness, helping them to calibrate to this idea of being a non-smoker. It is real slick the way it happens, but like when you look at the process, it's a very common sense process. What's your favorite cigarette of the day, man? If you could only have one cigarette, which one would be your favorite? Oh man, that one soon as I wake up. What's the story behind? Give me the story behind that cigarette, man. That's just the first one. I ain't had no nicotine all night, and I'm just getting that first hit. Is just he don't even realize he responded to that story. He telling about the cigarette. He not responding to that damn cigarette. Sucking cancer out of straw don't make you feel that good. If you've been smoking for 10 years, man, you don't even get that nicotine high no more. Your body process that shit and keep it is a habit. But if I just tell him that, he gonna reject it. I gotta get him calibrated to it. Don't tell people what to do. Calibrate them to what you want them to do. Huh? I'm giving y'all too much. I'm giving y'all too much game. Don't tell people what to do. Get them calibrated in the direction that you want them to go. If you in my office and you got on a jacket and I'm like, man, that jacket is hideous. I want you to take that jacket off. If I say, hey, take your jacket off, you might say, you take your jacket off. Who you talking to? You ain't my dad. But if I just go to my thermostat and I put the thermostat on 85 and I go sit down, in a moment you gonna feel like taking your jacket off. Now, when you feel like taking your jacket off, it's in your nature to take your jacket off. That's how I want you to start thinking about life. You don't make yourself do stuff. You get yourself to feel like doing the thing that you know you need to do. For example, when I end this live, I'm going to the gym. Do I like working out? Not particularly. But why, how do I get myself to the gym every day? I calibrate to what I want. I want to look good naked. I want to be at the beach with my shirt off. Like, I see you looking at me, lady. You better stop for my girl slap the shit out of you. I want to have stamina for adult activities. I want to be able to race and compete with my son well into my 40s and 50s. I want to age gracefully. I feel like if I'm going to be going all around the world telling people they can be, do, and have anything that they desire, I should probably be able to see my toes. I should probably be able to walk up a flight of stairs without being winded. I should probably look like I practice what I preach. You feel me? I don't calibrate to low cholesterol. Like that's a benefit, but that's not exciting enough to get me to the gym. I don't think about I want my blood pressure. Like maybe in 20 years that might get me to the gym, but at this age, it don't move me emotionally the way that I need it to move me. Does that make sense? I need you to get clear about what you want. I need you to get clear about the reasons you want it. I need you to get clear about the emotional, the petty reasons you want it. Those things you don't even really feel comfortable saying out loud. Like a lot of people ain't gonna say, man, I want to go to the gym so I can look good naked. It's very vain, the reason that I want to go to I want stamina in the back. I want to be able to, yeah, I want to be able to still do things I was doing when I was 20, when I'm 45. That's what I want. That's what actually moves me to go to the gym. If I was sitting here talking about my blood pressure and my A1C, and that's not moving me emotionally. We're gonna talk about how the mind works as far as your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. in a bit here. But 98% of you responds to feeling and emotion. 2% of you responds to logic, reason, analysis, willpower, and decision making. A lot of times people try to use that 2% to overcome goals. We did a dope live yesterday where we were talking about how you are supposed to use willpower. I'm gonna let y'all know where to get the replays at towards the end. Oh man, it's been an hour. Jeez, it's been an hour. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, let's get through the rest of the five C's. We've been having so much. I thought it's been about 20 minutes. It's been an hour. Okay. Cool. So clarity, calibration, confidence. Any questions about clarity, calibration, and confidence before we move on? We're gonna hit these last two C's real quick. I'm gonna let y'all know about free resources and what working with me look like and different things of that nature. I'm live every morning at 6 a.m. Pull up on 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, no questions about clarity, calibration, or confidence. Cool, let's go. So the third C, the fourth C is competence. Where is the blue marker? Competence. Oh, I was watching one of the replays. I spelled something wrong the other day. Y'all did not tell me. Y'all, wow. It's on YouTube. Spelled wrong and all. It don't even matter. Now, let's look at yeah, y'all heard him. Tap the screen. Keep them in line, him. So let's talk about competence. Competence notice. One, two, three, four. Clarity is step one. Competence is step four. I have to say this all the time. Step one is not step four. I said that backwards. Step four is not step one. Step four is step four. This is where a lot of people trick themselves out of their greatness. They try to start taking action without clarity, calibration, and confidence. This is the reason 90% of small businesses fail in the first 5 years. Because people started doing stuff without clarity, calibration, and confidence. I mean, so many people. I'm like, so what do you do? Tell me about your goals. And they tell me about their goals. I go, cool. You doing any networking? Oh man, I tried networking. What happened when you tried networking? Tried. What happened when you tried networking? Man, it just wasn't working for me. Nobody was really rocking with me, man. I think it's because I'm black, man, and it ain't like my hair. Man, I'm willing to bet if you walk back in that same room with some clarity, some calibration, and some confidence, you'll get a completely different experience. But when you don't got clarity, calibration, and confidence, and I ask you, well, what do you do? Tell me about yourself. Well, man, I'm kind of like an entrepreneur. What the hell you mean you kind of like an entrepreneur? But I do motivational speaking. But I got these journals that I sell, and I got a little lawn care thing too that I'm like. Even if I wanted to work with you, I don't know how to work with you. You don't got no clarity. It's hard to trust you because you don't got clarity. You're not a liar, but you all over the place. So you feel like a liar. You might be one of the most honest people in the world, but you don't know where you're going. So it's hard to take me on that journey with you. And if you don't got no clarity, you can't be calibrated because you don't got any clarity to calibrate to. And calibration literally produces confidence. So I know you showing up in there unconfidence. They see it in your body language. They hear it in your voice. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Even if you do know what you're talking about without clarity. Like this live is very pointed. I'm talking about a lot of things, but all of these things fall under an umbrella and they connect in some type of way. If I was just on here talking about hypnosis in general, you guys would not be sticking around. But I came on here with the clarity that I want to teach people how to work their mind. The mind did not come with a manual, and it's whooping a lot of people's ass because they don't know how to use it. So I came in here with the clarity that I want to teach you. I want to remind you, not even teach you. I want to remind you. You could be doing have anything you desire. I want to remind you that your only limit is your own imagination. And it's that clarity that I'm calibrated to and that I'm confident in that keeps this live, that keeps my energy right, no matter how many people. And the people that it's for, they can't swipe away. The people that it's not for, get the hell out. I wasn't talking to you to start with. But clarity is is the foundation of everything. Clarity is giving birth to my confidence. Clarity is the reason I can hop on this line. I can talk for an hour, I can talk for 2 hours, I can talk for three, I can talk for 10 hours about this stuff because I got clarity in it. You do yourself a disservice when you start on step four without clarity, calibration, confidence. Oh, I'm fresh out. I'm fresh out of divorce. I'm finna start back dating. I'm finna get out there. Do yourself a favor. Give you some clarity, some calibration, some confidence, and then put Tinder or Bumble on your phone, or then go to the bar, or then go meet people wherever you meet people with. I don't want you going to meet people without clarity, calibration, and confidence because you're finna end up in in another unwanted situation. Get clear about what you want, not what you don't want. Stop taking action under the influence of what you don't want. Go, I don't like that. Then ask yourself the magic question. What would I rather have? I'd rather have this. Calibrate to that. Get confident in that. Convince yourself that this version of me is worthy of that. Not some future version of me that's 50 pounds lighter. Not some future version of me once the kids go to college. Not some version of me once I'm finally married. Not some version of me once I finally get the promotion. This version of me can have this thing that I desire. That's what calibration and clarity. I mean, that's what calibration and confidence is about. Not some future. Like people got a real about, oh man, when I just get this last certificate. I know some people with more degrees than a thermometer, and they still waiting on paper to solidify them. They still waiting on paper to give them permission. So, man, if you don't get clear about what you want, calibrate to what you want, get confident in what you want, you can get all the paper in the world. You're still not gonna feel where you're gonna. Well, I mean, I just got to get a new MacBook now. Oh yeah, when I get my new camera, I'm gonna start. I'll be seeing you on there live, man. When I get my new camera, I'm gonna be on there right with you. Like, bro, I use an iPhone here. Those YouTube videos, they was recorded on an iPhone. But you can go out and get a $5,000 camera. But if you don't got no clarity, no calibration, and no confidence, that $5,000 camera ain't finna save you. Man, if I just had such, this, bro, you can have whatever, fill in the blank without clarity, calibration, and confidence. Nothing out there is going to save you. You got to realize, like, the physical form of the manifestation isn't what grants it, it's proof that it's there. What, Jay, what the hell are you talking about? Like, I got a lot of certificates, degrees, and things, and they all hanging on the wall in my office. If my office burned down, am I no longer certified? If the degrees burn down, am I still certified because the degree burnt, or did my certification disappear with the paper? The degree doesn't certify me, it represents that I'm certified. Does that make sense? The degree doesn't certify me. The certification doesn't certify me, it represents that I am certified. It is a representation of what the naked eye can't see, because the naked eye can't see what's in here. So that piece of paper certifies that, hey, it's some information in there. But it is not the information that's in there. It's the same way with money. The money don't make me rich. It's proof that I am rich. It's a representation that I am rich, but the money is not what makes me rich. I could lose all the money, but if I'm still rich, guess what? Some more money gotta show up. Now, if I lose the money, then I look at my bank account and decide, oh, I'm not rich no more. The money is gone forever. But if I can look at the empty bank account and still be rich, still think rich, still talk rich, still talk with other rich people and network and bounce ideas off of them, the money gotta come back. Does that make sense? But if I'm waiting on the money to be rich, the money never shows up. When I work with athletes, I tell them all the time, you don't get the trophy and then become a champion. That's not how it works. What happens is you become a champion. You start eating like a champion. You start training like a champion. You start practicing like a champion. You start saying a champion wouldn't put that in their body. I'm not putting that in my body. A champion would do that, so I'm doing it. You start being a champion. If you spend your time being a champion, guess what gotta show up, my boy? Guess what has to happen if you just be a champion? And I got to talk to my entrepreneurs and I got to talk to my people who consider themselves leaders. I need you to drop an emoji in the box if you consider yourself a leader. Any emoji you do, I don't care which one you drop. But if you consider, if I say you a leader, if you would say yeah, I want you to put an emoji in the box because I got a message for you. This is only for leaders. If you don't consider yourself a leader, I'm not talking to you. But if you consider yourself a leader, okay, we got one leader in here. Cool, 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 cool. We got two leaders in here. Cool, 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 cool. What's up, Ra? How you doing? We got three leaders in here. Okay, big leader. Okay, I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, The thing about leaders is, as leaders, what we're saying is, I go first. So if you a leader, you got to get in the habit of going first. I apologize when they apologize. I'm not apologizing. Okay, leader. Leaders go first. If you an entrepreneur, you will love to hear. If you an entrepreneur, you got to add value before they give you their money. Think about it. You ever been in the mall and you see the person with the orange chicken, and you passing through there, and they go orange chicken, orange chicken. You go, oh, how much? How much the plate is? 29. Yeah, let me get yeah, two double up that orange chicken. Yeah, give me some of that. I ain't even supposed to be eat carbs. But because he gave me value first, now I'm finna invest in. Imagine if I came inside on the live and went, yo, y'all, I'm Coach J. I coach bosses and I got this crazy thing called 5C. Give me your money and I'll tell you about it. Yeah, pay me. How much the first set? Oh man, the first session only $500. I ain't talked to you. I ain't showed you no expertise. Bro, can you give us a little sample? Give you a sample, man. No, 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 no. Y'all always try to use people. I hate when people say you try to use me. Look, if you got access to me and you're not using me, you out of your freaking mind. I am a man. I'm here for the sole purpose of being used. I would be offended if my daughter was using another man more than she was using me. I would be offended if my woman was using another man more than she was using. I am here to be. What you mean they using you? Are you useless? Like what are you useless? Let me know. If so, that's cool. We are here to be. I want to die all when I die, I want to be all used up. I don't want nothing left. I don't want to die with stuff still in the tank. I want to write as many, I want to write every book that's in here. I want to give every talk that's in here. I want to motivate. Use me up. Like I actually get aggravated when people in the live and they not asking questions and they not like, boy, do you know what it costs to sit down with me for an hour? You don't use me while I'm here. We got a community called Dreams in Action. I'm constantly on their head. Y'all not using me enough. Y'all not using Nikki enough. You got two seasoned coaches, especially people in the coaching space. If you don't pick my brain, if you don't ask me questions, if you don't bounce ideas off of me, I don't know what to tell you. Use me up. And if you in the community, if you in the mastermind, and you got something I can use, please believe I'm going to call you. Me and my best friends, we use each other up. But guess why we all successful? We got a community of people. We don't feel used. That's my homeboy. That's my brother. You came here to be used. Stop being selfish with your gift. And when you start giving your gift freely, now you gotta have some business sense. I guess it's two conversations that we gotta have. Some people like lean too far. Okay, this is the way we can tie it all together. You gotta realize that giving and receiving are two different ends of the same exact stick. How do you reach up? So I'm very fortunate in the fact that I do what I love for a living. What do I do for fun? This. Like I'm having the time of my life when I do. It's nothing to recharge from. Like this is what I was sent here to do. This is what when I'm not on like I was supposed to end the live 14 minutes ago. So this recharges me. You know how if you go a period of time without eating, you get this craving like I need food. Or if you go a period of time without water, you go I'm thirsty. If I go a period of time without doing this, I start to crave. I'm like, I need to motivate. I need to inspire. Like what? I need something to work on. I need to go hypnotize somebody. I want to teach a workshop. I want to teach a seminar. Like when we go on vacations and stuff, my wife like, don't bring the laptop. My girl like, do not bring that laptop. Like, you don't know me. All I need is this iPhone, baby. But come on, let's go. But if I go 3 or 4 days without doing this, you don't want to be around me anyway, because all I want to do is go do this. Like, can I just get an hour? Like, you could drag me somewhere else, but my mind's still gonna be on this. You might as well just give me an hour or two to go do this thing I love and let me come back. Because I got some. It's like if I don't spill it out, I can't even watch TV because I just got metaphors and ideas, and I'm like, ooh, that's good. I need to share that with somebody. I need to share that with somebody. But this is how I recharge. I believe when you really like doing what you were sent here to do, you you recharge as you doing it. Now, when I was in the military, I needed time to recharge. I used to own a cleaning business. I used to need a lot of time to recharge. But now that I do this full time, it's very easy for me to get out of my bed at 6 a.m. Now that I do this full time, it's very easy for me to go to the gym as soon as I end this. Like now that I'm doing what I was designed to do, now that I'm doing what I was called to do, recharge what? Recharge what? But it's a journey that I'm still on. But definitely on the right path. This feels good. Yeah, I ain't worked in like a decade. How did you find your purpose? I ain't find my purpose, it found me. So I don't know if you were in the live earlier, but I was talking about how we don't got a choice but to walk in our purpose. Like I drew a picture of an acorn on the board and I drew an oak tree. That acorn can't it can't do nothing but become an oak. That's what God created it to do. Now if that same acorn tried to become an apple tree, it's gonna have some problems. All right, well, I'm gonna tell you how to get to the replays and stuff. If that acorn try to become an oak tree, I mean that acorn try to become an apple tree, it's gonna have a problem. If that acorn try to become a banana tree, it's gonna have a problem. But if that acorn try to become an oak tree, it's gonna feel like it's this is just lining up. I'm gonna need some branches. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna need some roots. Oh, wow, there they are. Like even when I get like I wake up every morning and do this live. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I press the button and go, yo, what's going on? Hey, y'all know you can be, do, and have anything you desire, right? Your only limit is your own imagination. God be like, say this. I'd be like, ooh, that's good. They be like, say this. I'd be like, ooh, that's He'd be like, say this. I'm like, all right, God, that's way too close to home. Don't be disciplining me in front of all of these people. I remember one time I was mentoring a guy, and I'm trying to remember exactly how I played it. I remember the gist of the situation. I'm trying to remember the actual situation. Oh, I was helping the guy through some marital stuff, and we were talking. And he was talking about how his wife was always nagging about him not spending enough time with his son. I go, well, man, how much time do you spend with your son? And he started running me through his day, but he was telling me everything except when he spent time with his son. And I started like laying into him a little bit, like, man, you gotta spend time with your son. And something inside of me say, Jay, when the last time you and Ralph, just you and Ralph, went did something? Like you do things with the family as a whole. When is the last time just you and Ralph did something? I'm like, hey God, don't be chewing me out in front of like I talk to you every day. Why you couldn't deal with me on our one-on-one time? But that's one of the things I love about being a coach. A lot of times when coaching other people, it's like I be working on me as we work on them. It's the dopest thing in the world. So it's like that forced accountability. Like you can act like you don't see it, but you see it. And I'm real big on practicing what I preach. So I do my best to hold myself to a very high standard. Let's see, it was a question up here that I didn't get to respond to. Can you give another example of how you calibrate? So how you calibrate varies from person to person. Like for instance, when I'm hypnotizing people, when I'm working with people one on one, I'm gonna calibrate to that person. If somebody walk in my room and they go, I just can't see my way through this. Everywhere I look, there's another problem. Nothing looks right. I'm talking to a visual person. That is a person who is moved by what they see. So a person like that might calibrate to vision boards really, really well. Vision boards might work for them. A person like that, they need to see evidence of moving that way. So they need to be paying attention to the smallest of details. Ooh, I just got $5 deposit in my account. It's moving up. Those people are moved by what they see. If somebody go in my office and they go, man, I just feel like it's a weight on my shoulders. I feel like I'm chained in this spot. Every time I take two steps forward, life just push me back. That's a kinesthetic person. That's a person who is moved by what they feel. So I'm gonna change the way they feel. Is this psychology? Psychology, NLP, hypnosis. Psychology is cool, but when you think about it, psychology is really the study of broken people. Like they don't study, they study abnormal behavior in psychology. But I like psychology, but I like neuroscience and hypnosis and things of that nature a lot more because that's studying what is going on and how do we make it do what we want to versus the abnormal stuff. But yeah, I'm a nerd. I'm into psychology, neuroscience, biofeedback. I'm in all of this stuff. I don't believe like either or. I believe all in. Like yeah, all. Give me the Bible, give me Quran, give me all of them. I'll look at all of them. Let me see what's in all of them. Then I'll take all of that and we'll tape it together because there's some truth in all of it. But for sure. But all is connected. Like there's only one power in the world. It's only one power in the world. And people like to label that that power with different, but it's one. God done told you is one power in the world. And what we got to realize is there is no source of evil. There's no source of bad. Like in the house, for instance, it's switches in your house you can flip and add light. There's no switch in your house you could flip and add darkness. You might got a switch you could flip that removes light, but you got to. Darkness is nothing within itself. Darkness is the absence of light. Appreciate you, Rob. Like there is no source of darkness. There is no source of sickness. Sickness is the absence of health. You don't fight sickness, you allow health. Like there is no source of negativity. What we got to do is stop trying to fight the negative and just why are you fighting the darkness? Turn on the light. Stop trying to fight darkness. You don't fight it. Let there be light. I like it when it comes full circle. Let there be light. Like don't fight darkness. Just let there be light. But back to what we was talking about, relationship coach. If a person came in my office, like man, I just can't. It's like I'm playing to the beat of a different drum. It's like I can't get on the same page. It's like me and my wife. It's like we singing two different songs. That's an auditory person. They are moved by what they hear. So they need to be doing their affirmations out loud. They need to maybe be finding songs that align with where they headed. But it's no one size fits all. Like some people, I say, throw the vision board away. You've been standing at a damn vision board for a year. It ain't moved you an inch. Throw it away. It's not working for you. It's all about exploring with yourself. And the magic question is, do I feel better as a result of doing it? If no, I don't care what the lady on TV said. I don't care what the lady on the YouTube said. If you feel better after doing it, it's working. These days, one of my favorite manifesting tools is a nap. One of my favorite tools is, you know what? This is too much. This aggravates me so much. Ain't no amount of affirmations, ain't no amount of scripting, ain't no amount of focus wheels ain't finna make me feel better about that. I'm going to take a nap and we'll try again when I wake up. Because sometimes it's easier to think no thought than a positive thought. That's why we're really big on meditation. Sometimes it's easier to get to neutral than to get to positive. And the dope thing about us as humans is growth. We are designed to grow. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. We are designed to expand and grow. You don't really gotta even think positive because it's in your nature to go that way. If you just could quit thinking negatively, you will move towards greatness. It's like I want you to think about like a cork in water. If you put a cork and just drop it on water, it'll just float on top of the water. Now, if you take your hand and drag it down, it'll stay down. But guess what happened? The instant you take your hand off of it, it's gonna bop right back to the top. That's you. If you ain't got to necessarily be thinking positive all the time, if you just could stop pulling yourself down, boy, you would just ride the wave. Like right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm not chasing my next statement. I'm not chasing a viral moment. I'm just riding the wave of the water. And the words, I'm not chasing the words. The words are chasing me. That's what we call the flow state. If you just can learn how to flow. Like think about it. Have you ever came up with your best ideas when you were, let me solve it, let me figure this out, let me when you were working hard on it? I get my best ideas when I'm in the shower. I get my best ideas when I'm driving. I get a lot of good ideas when I'm asleep. Sometimes I will wake up, sit straight up in the bed. My girl go, what's wrong with you? I go, nothing. She said, you going to your office? I say, yeah. Like I just got an idea so good. Sleep. It's just like I got this thing. Not that I won't. Not this thing that I gotta do. It's this thing that I want to do. Well, I guess I do gotta do it. Like it's something inside of me. It's not just something that gotta be done. It's something that I gotta do, that I get to do, that I'm excited to do. It's like allowed action versus forced action. So you gotta play with yourself. You gotta figure out what feels good. I realized that window right when you wake up, man, that's the perfect time to set the tone. Before you check the weather, before you check your bank account, before you look in the mirror to see how you look today, any of that, take that time. That's the perfect time to do affirmations. That's the perfect time to meditate. That's the perfect time to do scripting. The manifestation tools that you like, the perfect time to use them is before the stuff hits the fan. Because a lot of people they like to wait till they raging mad. Or now I'm gonna do my affirmation. It's too late. It's this thing called the law of momentum. That's when you're the most creative for sure. And you got access to it all throughout the day. But if it's already there naturally, and you just grabbed it and stretching that window out more and more every day, it gets so much easier to make it back to it when you need it. Like imagine if it was a boxer he was horrible, he was losing every fight, and you say, "Man, are you training? When do you train?" He said, "Oh, I train during the fight." He ain't going to the gym. He ain't running. He ain't working the bags. He ain't working the mitts. He ain't sparring. He's learning in the fight. Oh yeah, I train in the fight. I get better every fight. Like, bro, you 12 and oh, like, why would you train in the fight? You perform in the fight. And I think of like about affirmations and vision boards and all these different tools and stuff the same way. Okay, you haven't been doing affirmations and you haven't been conditioning your mind, but now it's a death in the family. And you think you just finna like jumping like no. I need you practicing that on just that normal Tuesday when everything is going fine. Because like a lot of times, like I notice people come work with me and they'll do the work, and when they start feeling good, they stop doing the thing that got them feeling good, which is perfect because the last C is consistency. Let's put that on up here. Consistency. If you get clarity, calibration, confidence, and competence, then you stop. You say, okay, I'm done. I don't got to do nothing else. You wasted your time. You going forever be running this cycle. I've been doing what I do for a long time. I'm still getting clarity. I went from like at first I wanted to be booked and busy. Then I got booked and busy. I went, oh wait. New clarity. I don't want to be booked and busy. We're gonna start doing a lot more group coaching. I want to work with 10 people one on one per month. I'm gonna charge those 10 people a healthy fee. But I'm putting everybody else in group coaching. I don't want to see 7 people a day. It's too much. Then I gotta go home and still have energy. I don't want to be booked and busy. I thought I did, but I don't. New clarity. So when I got new clarity, I had to calibrate to the new clarity. Then I had to get confident in this new calibration. And after my confidence go up, guess what else better go up? My competence. Then I hit this in. It's time to take it back to the top. Now that I got that, what do I want? We gotta realize as humans, growth is in our nature. You might as well relax, just take your time. Because after you get that thing that you want, it's gonna be another thing that you want. It's gonna be another something that you want. Like because that's how we are designed as humans. We are designed for growth. We are designed for expansion. So enjoy the ride. Realize it always seemed like that last desire that you gave birth to is that it matters more than anything in the world. And if I could just get that, I'll be happy, I'll be complete. When you get that, you're gonna give birth to another desire. Then you're gonna give birth to another desire. So fight the fight that's in front of you. Relax. And I don't know why I use the word fight. I tell my clients all the time, don't fight life, dance with life. Dance with life. Like you watch the greatest boxers in the world. You watch your Muhammad Ali's, you watch your Floyd Mayweather's, you watch your Sugar Ray's. Like you watch these boxers. It's very like, bro, he's not fighting, he's dancing. You watch like those old Roy Jones fights. He's not. They're fighting him, but he's dancing with them. You ever watch two people dance and it's like they just know, oh, we're about to go left. They are in sync with each other. It's like they can see it as it's happening. When you watch good boxers, they dance with the opponent and they can counterpunch, they can get up. It's like they know what the person gonna do before they throw it. That's what it looks like when you dance with life. Dance with life. Dance. Stop trying to fight it. You can't beat it. Dance with it. Understand that it ebbs and flows. I think it was who was it? Who said this? I'm going back and forth in my mind between Tesla and Benjamin Franklin. So we're not gonna go put the quote to anybody. Just know I didn't say this. Somebody said that when you understand nature, you understand everything better. When you understand nature, you understand life better. And one thing that nature teaches us is that life moves through seasons: winter, spring, summer, fall. You can plant all the seeds you want in winter. Seeds don't grow. They don't grow in the winter. It's not time for it yet. Understand that sometimes, even in business, even in your marriage, it's not necessarily you doing nothing wrong. Sometimes it's a season of winter. Sometimes like you're like, oh man, we got this thing figured out. We not arguing as much. We traveling. We being intimate again. Like this is great. Yeah, it's spring right now, but trust me, another winter is coming. So I need you to just like enjoy the spring, but understand you still better go get you a winter jacket and put it in the closet because winter is coming. Now, even in winter, I need you to know that spring is coming back and summer is coming too. But I don't care how upset you get. Like I'm not a big fan of winter. I don't like being cold. I'm a country boy from Louisiana. I don't do cold. I don't care how hard I stomp my feet, how big of a fit I throw. I don't care how many affirmations I do. I don't care how hard I pray. God gonna say I created winter for a reason, Jay. Tough it out. I can't throw a fit big enough to God say, all right, Jay, just for you, we gonna skip winter. But that's not just out in the world. That's in my business. That's in my marriage. That's in all of my relationships. That's in parenting. Winter is coming. But I need you to be so clear, calibrated, and confident that even in winter you show up a certain way. I need you to be so clear, calibrated, and confident that even when spring is coming to an end, you can see the colors of those leaves changing. You know it's something in you like, bro, I'm not scared of winter. Do I like it? No, but am I afraid of it? Hell no. I'm not gonna disrespect winter, but at the same time, winter not gonna disrespect me. That's what I kept telling myself during COVID. I'm not gonna disrespect COVID. I'm gonna social distance. I'm gonna wear my mask. I'm gonna be safe. But at the same time, COVID not gonna disrespect me. Me and COVID gonna have a neutral respect for each other. I'm not gonna disrespect the state of what's going on in our country and what's going on with the economy and what's going on. But at the same time, it's not gonna disrespect me. I got some plans for 2025. I'm going to accomplish my plan. I'm gonna do what I set out to do. Now I'm gonna do it smartly based on what's going on out there, but that's not going to stop me. I'm not gonna disrespect that. I'm gonna respect me and everything around me, but that respect will be mutual. And that's how I would like for you guys to look at adversity. Oh man, okay, that happened, and we're gonna respond to that accordingly, but that don't stop this. That don't stop my clarity. And that's why you need to have that clarity. And that's why you gotta be calibrated to your clarity. Because it's always gonna be stuff happening out there. Man, same people who cheering for you on Monday could be booing you on Tuesday. You can't calibrate to people. People are finicky. People are finicky. Even people who love you are finicky. And they not they're not bad people. They just people. For sure, for sure. Appreciate your relationship coach. Yeah, they're not bad people. They're just people. People are finicky. And you'll be surprised, like with missing a meal, having low blood sugar levels, the nicest person, the most supportive person to let you down. Like not understanding the chemistry of what's going on in your body. Life is complicated, but don't calibrate to life. Calibrate to your clarity, and that's why we run these 5 C's. That's why we run these 5 C's. So we finna get ready to land. Let me grab my laptop. I want to show you guys how to get access to our live replays and such. Appreciate you. Today was good. It was delicious. We did some good learning, some good unpacking. In just a moment, let me show you guys how to join the Big Boss Inner Circle, some of our other communities and different things. We got a lot of stuff for y'all, man. A lot of stuff. I'm just getting stuff pulled up on my computer. Give me a minute here. Uh, view profile. There we go. So if you go to my profile on TikTok, let's see here, and you click on this link right here, TikTok gonna say, "You sure you want to leave?" You're gonna say, "Yeah." Now this is the inner circle. If you go to join my inner circle to get access to all my replays, free trainings, and special deals, you put your first name and your phone number in there. It's gonna send you a text message with a link that takes you to all of the TikTok live replays. If you want to learn more about 5C, this is a free 5C workshop. This is like a 40-minute talk of me explaining each of the C's in detail. You can go there and check that out. The mastermind, if you're an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur or just want to be around some motivated, influential people, you want to get in the mastermind. You get instant access to the mastermind, and it's only $1. It's called Dreams in Action. I'll show you guys the mastermind as well. And for people interested, I take a small group of people, and I got a group called 5C Growth Accelerator. That's a paid program, but it's where I work with people in 5C in a group environment. So if you're interested in doing that, you can fill out that application. It's a selective process. So I'm very selective when I who I let in that group because I like a certain type of energy in that group. So it's not for everybody, but the people that it's for, oh man, it's for them. And then that's just some reviews and stuff. I'm gonna show you guys our community. So this is the Dreams in Action community. Some of y'all are already in here, but you can see we got an event happening in 12 hours. But that's the welcome. These are just different posts. There are people posts. I gotta go check your homework too. I'm gonna check it. But this is our little community. We got a classroom in here. Now these classrooms are lit. Followers to dollars. That's a challenge we got going on. Teaching people how to monetize TikTok and their social media. This is a challenge that we just finished up called the Fire Your Boss Challenge. That was our challenge we did last month. Now this course one, the being. If you really like the type of stuff that I teach about in here, this is a breakdown from a seminar we did where we're really doing some deep teaching. These are broke down into short, digestible videos. Like this is a minute and 53 seconds long. Then we go talk about what I call the six states of being. I think we touched on the six states of being yesterday, but this is an in-depth breakdown. 5 minutes, 36 seconds. This is like a 2 hour speech, but I broke it down into very digestible modules that you guys can check out. And this is teaching you how to create your life from the inside out. And it's giving you a lot of science behind manifesting. It's teaching you like what's going on when you're releasing cortisol as you do your affirmations. But the difference when you get to stage six is start releasing what's known as DHEA when you do your affirmations. Like it's giving you a lot of stuff to help you take your manifesting game to a whole new level. We got the doing. I'm real big on what we call be, do, have before you can have it. You got to do it, but before you can do it, you got to become it. So we got all three of these modules in here. Dream Engine, that's a software that we use for entrepreneurs. If I got any entrepreneurs in here and you want to automate your business, get your website and your TikTok and your emails and get everything talking to each other, you need to holler at us about getting you on the Dream Engine. And we got a library with a bunch of ebooks and resources. We got Jay's corner. In my corner, I got a bunch of hypnosis audios and stuff for you to enjoy. Nikki Corner. I don't know if y'all know Nikki. This is my business partner. Her corner. She has a lot of her TikTok live replays, a lot of manifesting master classes and stuff like that. We got marketing tabs. If you're serious about marketing, if you're serious about growing your business, I got whole lectures over here where I'm laying it out. I'm teaching you how to do what I do, how to do what I see other people do. I'm giving you all of the sauce, all of the tools. But yeah, we got a in-depth classroom of resources. So this is the Dreams in Action community. You can see our calendar. We got a lot of stuff going on. So we'd love to have y'all come kick it with us and be a part of all the fun that we have in there. But 2025, oh man, we got some stuff coming up. And I want to encourage you guys not to wait on 2025 to start getting clarity. Like, why would you wait on New Year's when you can have like seven? I think we got 74 days until the end of the year. You could really take this 74 days to start working on yourself in a crazy way. And by January 1st, when most of the people are starting to, all right, new year, new me, man, you got a 3 month head start. Like, why would you wait on the calendar? trust, trust to believe, a calendar ain't ever gonna wait on you. So why would you wait on a calendar? But I'm finna wrap this up. I'm finna get in the gym. I love y'all. Ain't a thing y'all can do about it. Anybody interested in working with me one on one, inbox me, hey coach, and I'll be more than happy to talk to you about what that looks like. Love you guys. It's not a thing you can do about it. Get signed up for the Big Boss Inner Circle so you can get access to all of the replays. That way, if you miss a day, you can catch up. And repetition is important. This is not the type of stuff that you hear once and go, okay, I got it. Because those limiting beliefs, you'd have heard them for a long time. Though life can give you so many examples of what not to do, one passing of what to do isn't usually enough to alter things. You got to hear it so much that I want you to be able to hear my voice in the back of your head say, hey man, you could be doing have anything you desire. You could be doing have anything you desire. And then you'll really know you going somewhere when it goes from being my voice to your voice. Because you don't want my voice dictating you. You want to start taking what I say. One of my mentors told me this and it changed my life in a crazy way. He told me when you studying, when you being mentored, when you listen to other people talk, when you read books, when you taking in information, don't write down what they said. Write down what you thought when you heard what they said. Now you got your own book of original stuff. You don't want to just go around. Jay said this, Jay said that, Jay said, write down, like when I said it, what did it spark in you? That's what I want you to write down. Now you got your thoughts. Your thoughts are always gonna move you quicker, faster, and easier than my thoughts. So yeah, get you guys a pen, take notes, but like I said, don't just be writing down what I say. Write down what it sparked in you. Now it's yours. Love y'all. Ain't nothing y'all can do about it. I'm finna go unbig my back, and I'll see y'all. I might go live later today. I've been going live around 3ish, so I might go live again. People in the inner circle, I sent out a text message before that 3 o'clock live. I don't usually send out one for the 6 a.m. because if somebody is asleep, I don't want them. I don't want to be the reason they woke up. But for the when I go ride live randomly throughout the day, I always send text messages. So if you want to get those notifications, get in the 5C inner circle. Love y'all. See y'all later. Take it easy.